KZN Police have received no notices of any planned gatherings in the province on Monday. Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi says he only knows about the planned shutdown through the media. He says Lethiwe Mdluli is following developments and joins us now with the very latest. Good morning, Lethiwe. So we understand the police have received no notice of any gathering apart from what is being shared on social media. But are they prepared nevertheless?
Well, Mfundo, the police commissioner here in KwaZulu-Natal says they are well prepared and police are already on the ground from today, looking into the weekend and heading into Monday. He is saying that there's going to be over 18,000 police deployed in all parts of the province, in all districts, and they are saying that they are looking forward to basically conducting public order on Monday. They have also shared that they haven't received any notification from the EFF that they are indicating to march on Monday, which is something that is illegal, which is why he's saying that there's more police deployments on the ground. You'd remember that in 2021 there were fears and also the looting that took place, and residents are now fearing that that might also happen with the shutdown. But when he was briefing us a bit earlier, he did share some of the strategies that they have in place to make sure that the events of 2021 do not repeat themselves, and this is what he had to say.
Everyone has the right to gather. The law allows anyone to gather. They actually have to just give a notice. They don't need a permission from anyone. That's what the law says. So they can gather, doesn't matter which party it is, they can gather wherever they want to gather, but they must give notice. So as KZN law enforcement, we have not received a notice of any gathering that's going to be happening or any march whatsoever. The only thing we know is what we hear, what we saw on the media, through the media publications and social media that has been circulating on what is intended to happen on the ground. We've seen some writings from political parties that says individuals must go to campuses and shut down those campuses on Monday so that students don't study. And they said they are going to be circulating correspondence to different principals in different schools and different businesses. So such activity is then breaking the law. So once you embark on activities that threatens other people, you are then overstepping the right, then your right is going to be limited. So if you want to gather, so wherever they want to gather in the city, they're most welcome. They want to gather in the rural areas, they're most welcome. And the police is going to protect them. That's why we said earlier, and the CPF made it clear that there's no citizen or whatsoever that is going to be allowed to break the law.
It sounds like they are prepared for any eventuality, but how are the communities? Are they fearful or they feel assured given the amount of press briefings we're getting around security on the day?
Well, Mfundo, yesterday I actually visited a few communities in the western parts of Durban, and I was talking to their leadership in Mariannhill and Kwandengezi, and they did share that for them it's going to be business as usual, and they are urging all residents to come and visit their businesses, because you'd remember that a lot of businesses have taken the stance to keep their businesses open on Monday, and they're urging residents to treat Monday as a normal working day. But right now I'm actually joined by the MEC for Community Safety in KwaZulu-Natal, Sipho Hlomuga. I want to bring him in and talk to him more about some of these safety plans that they have in place. MEC, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. During the briefing, you did share that there's going to be over 18,000 police deployed to make sure that KZN is safe. You don't want the events of 2021 to repeat themselves. Please just take us through some of the intelligence and also the plans that you have in place.
Well, greetings to yourself and greetings to the viewers. Correctly so, we have developed a security plan where we are working with all law enforcement agencies in the province, correctly SAPS, intelligence structures, and military forces, and other private security companies and other stakeholders within the province, including the taxi association, Santaco in the province. That's why we're with them, and the CPF we have developed a plan to make sure that we protect our people. That's why we have taken a decision that Monday will be a normal working day. We have a responsibility to protect our people, but we also acknowledge that there are constitutional right for others who want to protest or who want to march or gather themselves, but they must do that peacefully so, and we say they must not undermine other people's rights. That's why we have already activated more than 18 law enforcement agencies, SABs and other companies, private companies, who are going to work closely with us to monitor the situation. We also activated our 1,400 volunteers from the community safety and liaising point of view, and are going to work closely with police to report any incident that might happen, and we're not going to tolerate any criminal element. We are going to arrest those who might be in the wrong side of the law. Hence, we are appealing to everyone to work with us. You know that on Tuesday is a public holiday because it's a human rights day, and that means on Mondays schools will be closed. That means learners won't go to school on Monday. We want to also to appeal to parents to not allow their children to go and be part of the march, because they are still young. They must learn, they must focus in education. But we must commend the work done by the police members who have been working tirelessly. Even yesterday, they arrested a heavily armed 4 men here at Ethekwini who were going to kill one of the businessmen in here at Ethekwini. That shows that we protect the life of the people, we prevent the life of our people. We also have a responsibility to do so.
MEC, just shortly, in terms of the intelligence, because back in 2020, just to put it, the police failed to protect residents during that time. They didn't act in time. Some of the plans that you have that will most likely protect the residents before something happens, because back in 2021, during the looting, we can say that police in the province failed to protect residents.
Well, I can't say they failed, because they've tried their level best. Remember, in KwaZulu-Natal, we have plus or minus 20,000 police members in KwaZulu-Natal who are protecting or policing plus or minus 4 or 5 million in the province. That means we have limited resources. However, with those limited resources, we are trying our level best to protect our people. But we have learned from that incident from 2021 July unrest and looting. That's why now we have time, because we're told about this through a media, and then we decided to work together and plan so that history must not repeat itself.
Thank you so much, MEC.
Thank you very much.
That is the MEC for Community Safety in KwaZulu-Natal, Sipho Hlomuga, just basically elaborating on some of the plans that they have in place for Monday's planned shutdown. He is saying that this time around they are well prepared, and the events of 2021 in July, back in July, where you saw hundreds of businesses being destroyed by looters, will not repeat themselves on Monday.
All right, Lethiwe, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for that. That's our reporter, Lethiwe Mdluli, out in KZN.